Sure.
visual, and I have to picture some.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you share with me like an example where something might have happened to you? Maybe something that might have been not so great. Maybe something that maybe it could be recent. It could be something in your past.
Something that's maybe not serving you, like an emotion, like you might get frustrated, or you might not be moving in a good serving you, right?
Yeah.
Think of that state.
Before you talk about it, think about that moment, okay? Like close your eyes, really think about that moment. Now, put down your pen and everything, and kind of go into that place. Where are you? What's going on for you?
In my bedroom, on the computer,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get my thoughts on paper.
Mm.
I'm doing my report that's 5 pages.
Mm.
I've never done a 5-page.
Mm.
I know what I was gonna write in 5 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me tons of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I'm ADHD, so my thoughts just was hard to put them down on paper.
Mm.
But I am taking medication, and I just didn't feel like they were working. I'm like, I cannot focus.
Mm.
So I had like a meltdown.
Mm.
I called one of my mentors
Mm-hmm.
from church.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need you to talk me through this
Mm.
because I'm about to just not do this assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And
So that's the situation, right?
That's
That's
the
the moment for you. So you're sitting on your bed, correct? Is that right? And tell me, how are you sitting? You're cross-legged? How does that look
I
like?
was sitting cross-legged with, those lap trays.
Yeah.
Laptop.
Okay. So my first thought around what your situation is that because you're sitting and you're a little bit stagnant, you're crossed, you're kind of connected, and you're only to yourself is what it is. You're not very open. You're not allowing yourself to really, be excited or, have that moment. So to me, I would instantly feel like the second you feel any kind of like frustration or, I can't get through this, or I don't know where to start or how I would instantly get off the computer, get out of my bed, and I would stand up. I would change my physiology first is what I would do. All right? So instantly when you do that, you're gonna have a different feeling within your body instantly is what that's gonna be, right? And then after you have that feeling of changing your body, now you're standing up, you're like, okay, I just gotta kind of move around a little bit, right? And then now, from that moment where you changed your physiology, now you can go, how can I actually do this 5-page project? How can I actually think about this differently? What can I think about that's possible for this thing that you need to do now, right? How can this be seen in a different way than I'm seeing it right now? When you change your physiology, it's much easier to then be able to focus and think about something a little bit different.
How would you suggest we change our focus? What are some of the tools that you can do to do that?
Yes, good question. So start asking yourself a different question. If you have started asking yourself, like, maybe you've already created a statement within yourself that says, I can't do this, or it's too hard, or it's too much, right? How can you change that question in your head? How can you ask yourself a better question to be able to change what it is that you're telling yourself, okay? So that you can change your focus into something completely different. Does that help at all, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome.
I did take that next step.
Perfect.
First I did music.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Music is a great tool. That's a great tool.
And then that helps me like be honest about my real struggles, saying it right how I feel.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was how it helped me put my thoughts, like get them going.
Yes.
And not think about.
Great.
I have nothing to think about.
Great.
Right now.
Wonderful.
But that helped me, and it helped me start.
Yes.
And then it was, it's weird, the way my brain works. I did the beginning.
This is a
At the
2
end.
million-year-old brain we all have, right? So we all,
I did the beginning and I did the end. What was the hardest was the middle. And I was like, I'm always backwards. I can do the finished product, the beginning, the middle. That was hard.
100%. This third part may help you, okay? So creating some sort of incantation or some sort of mantra or something that you say out loud that makes it possible. Maybe sharing with like, I am able to do this. I am capable. I'm strong enough, or I'm smart enough. I am. These are the languages that you need to use with yourself. These are the languages that you need to be able to speak out loud. Even if there's nobody else in the room, it doesn't matter. You hear yourself.
So we call those anchors, right? So think of a time, for example, think of a time like where you were able to do something and that you never thought of that you were able to do it, right? So you go back to that time where you were able to achieve something. So I'm sure you achieved a lot, right? But think of that time where you actually didn't know how to do something and you did achieve it. Like you said, you could go from A to Z, but you struggle a little bit with that journey, right? So think of the time that you were able to. What were the things you were telling yourself? What were the things that you were doing? How were you feeling? Use that as an anchor so that when you use a triad, you come back to those things that you're talking to yourself. When you're struggling with something, you're probably telling yourself, I can't do this, I don't know what to do, where to go, how to write this 5-pager.
Yeah. The self-talk can be very powerful, right? This isn't something you guys don't know. You guys know this already. It's not new information. It's just structured in a way that will help you be able to be more systematic about what it is that's going on. The second you notice a dip in your emotion, right? Or a dip in the emotion in the room necessarily, right? You can use this triad to be able to change that emotion within yourself or within others that you might notice, right? So I'm gonna give you some other tools that are gonna help with that. But if there's nothing else I teach you or you learn or anything, this is extremely, extremely powerful to be able to change somebody's emotion in the way that they feel. So you feel a dip in your emotion, whether that be upset, frustration, sadness, whatever it may be, as far as depression. If you can change these 3 things, instantly that will change how you feel. So does this make sense? This is super powerful. Like I said, even I practice this to this day. Like it is still like there are moments when me and Sharon get into a tough situation. I'm just like, oh, I gotta change my physiology right now. I gotta change this right now. I gotta get out for a walk. I gotta separate. I gotta do something so that I can change the way I'm using my body. The way I'm using it is not the right way. Then what am I focusing on? What can I focus on something differently? How can I focus on something differently? What is it that I can be better at? And then what am I saying? You know, what am I saying to myself? Just speak that out loud as to what it is that I really, really want. Really, really, what am I going after? What is it that I really, truly am trying to achieve necessarily in that moment, right? So,